Happy May 1st. It is a beautiful day today. Oh, birdie. There's so many birds in this backyard, in this space. It's amazing. I love just sitting out here and listening to them. Today I am feeling, or this week I am feeling all the emotions. I'm feeling the great paradox, the great cosmic joke that this existence is, how we're able to both experience joy and grief and pain and pleasure and all the full spectrum, how it's all possible to feel all at once. And how synchronicity isn't just fun, beautiful things. Sometimes it's just synchronistic timing. And the way that shows up can be really interesting. This week I started my first class. I started my death doula training, which is so exciting, and the call was just it was so aligned, and I was so full of joy that I was like overwhelmed by it. I actually had to like meditate for an hour and a half after, and I was just so deeply activated. And you know, when I chose to walk down the path of a death doula, synchronicity started to unfold. And literally, like, very shortly after applying for the program, my first death occurred in the family. And then a few others, not my first ever, but you know, the first one of many for this year occurred in the family. And then more family members were finding themselves in the hospital on the cusp of life or death. And friends were losing family members. And it just felt like everyone was dying all of a sudden. And it's kind of just like, you know, you buy a red car, you go on the freeway, and all of a sudden you're noticing all the red cars. You know, death has always been there. I've always noticed it too, but it amplified. And this week, my class started. And 2 days before my class started, we got the news that our wonderful, amazing dog has cancer. And we were told she has around 4 weeks left, which time isn't real. Time is relative. I always felt like that was kind of weird that doctors would give you a time frame of expected death, but I understand why they do it. I'm not going to expect that to happen because God forbid I manifest that. But I am going to respect that her time here is actively coming to an end. And it has been for a while. Our dog's name is Ramen Noodle. And Ramen has been sick for pretty much the whole time we've had her. She was a rescue, and she clearly came from an abusive home or trauma. She holds trauma in her body. And it manifested in many different sicknesses. And so we've been aware that her time could come at any time, at any moment. And so it's been a practice in being present with her and loving her through all her phases, and just knowing that her time was limited. And now it's speeding up, and I definitely feel grief in that. But all of us have been really sitting in gratitude for just the rainbow sunshine light that she is, and the joy, the unconditional joy that she has brought our family. And just so grateful for her. She's been here through so many chapters of our life, and has just been an anchor in joy and an anchor in presence and silliness, and just that, you know, that unconditional love that animals show up with. So yeah, you know, I thought grief would be the first feeling I felt when we found out, but it was really gratitude, and just like deep gratitude. And the grief is still there, but the gratitude has overwhelmed it. And knowing that her time is actively coming to an end, I've made it my focus to celebrate her more and to show her love more, and bring more joy into her life like she's brought joy into ours. And so today I bought her 2 new toys, and she's enjoying one of them right now. Where'd you go, Rom? Where is she? Is she over there? Oh, there she is. And it's kind of funny. I bought her 2 toys, and one of them was for me and one was for her. And the one that was for her was the toy I thought she would like, and the one for me was a knockoff Blockbuster CD, and that one's her favorite. So it's very nostalgic. Yeah, I am sitting with a lot of deep feelings right now, and I have my month of May is pretty busy being relative, but is booked for tattooing. And this week I want it to be booked because I had bills that are demanding to be paid right now, and I wasn't understanding why this week wasn't being booked, but everything else was. And then we got the news about Ramen, and then I was deeply activated by the deaf doula orientation that I attended. And then my parents are gone this weekend. They're at a triathlon weekend event celebration, and so it's just me and Ramen. And had I had the work that I so thought I needed, I wouldn't be here with her. I wouldn't have this time with her. And not asking for it, but should her time come this weekend, how awful would it be if I wasn't here for it? So I'm just very grateful for her, and I'm very grateful for the time that I have with her right now, this very special time I have with her and alone with myself, to process love and grief, and to be fully immersed in my feelings, and be present for my process, and knowing that it's for me and it's for this next chapter of my life and the people that I continue to serve and mirror and show up for. Yeah. I got myself some comfort food. I got some ice cream. It was coconut mango sorbet. And I got myself some corn dogs. I usually eat very, very healthy, but I was craving corn dogs. Just like I bought the Blockbuster video, I'm obviously sinking into nostalgia today in a way that is not lacking or missing, but celebrating and enjoying. And yeah, I'm gonna go eat my corn dogs and play with my sweet baby doggy. I'll see y'all whenever. Bye.